Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss generation of alternating EMF. Before moving on to this topic, I would like to discuss difference between direct current and alternating current. So first of all, here are the two waveforms that represent direct current and alternating current. See here, direct current voltage remains constant with time. So here in case of direct current, magnitude and direction remains same with respect to time. Same way, in case of alternating current, here you can see from that waveform that magnitude and direction continuously changes with the time. So this is the basic difference between direct current and alternating current. Now we'll see how that alternating EMF is generated. Generation of alternating induced EMF. We can generate alternating voltage in two ways. Here, first case is by rotating the coil inside uniform magnetic field at constant speed, and second case by rotating the magnetic field around the stationary coil at the constant. So here the two differences. In first case, we rotate the coil, but magnetic field is stationary. In second case, we rotate the magnetic field, but in this case, coil is stationary. Now we'll see the setup. How can we generate alternating EMF? So here consider the stationary coil places inside uniform magnetic field. So here we are dealing with the first case where magnetic field is stationary but coil is rotating. Okay. So when the coil rotates in anti-clockwise direction at constant angular velocity omega, the EMF, electromotive force, induces in the coil. So here we can see the setup. Here you can see these two poles. This is north pole and this is south pole, represents the uniform magnetic field, and this is a coil. Okay. Here N stands for number of turns of coil, A stands for area of coil, omega stands for angular velocity, and phi m stands for maximum flux. So here this north pole and south pole is uniform magnetic field, and these are the direction of magnetic field. Okay. So we rotate this coil in anti-clockwise direction. So here you can see that this is north pole, south pole, and these lines are magnetic field lines, and we rotate this coil in anti-clockwise direction. So first of all, here this is the angle theta. Okay. So now when we rotate the coil in uniform magnetic field, there is a variation of flux. These are two components of flux, phi m cos omega t, and this is the phi m sin omega t. So now what will happen? We know that according to the electromagnetic induction principle, when flux changes, EMF produced in the coil. So when there is a rate of change of flux, there will be an induced EMF. So here consider the coil. The coil, if we have two cases, when coil is at this axis. This is the YY dash axis. And while when coil is on axis dash axis. So when coil is along axis dash axis, it means perpendicular to the lines of flux. The flux linking with the coil is maximum. Here Fm stands for maximum flux. Okay, see here, when coil is in this position, there is a maximum flux, and when coil is on YY dash axis, it means YY dash means parallel to the lines of flux. So flux linking with the coil is 0. So you have to remember these two positions. When coil is on axis dash axis, maximum flux links with the coil, and when coil is on YY dash axis, flux linking with the coil is 0. Now we can see from that figure that when coil is making an angle Q with respect to axis dash axis, flux linking with the coil is given by phi m cos omega t, because we are considering this component phi m cos omega t. So whenever flux linking with the coil changes, there will be an induced EMF. So we know that according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, this is the basic equation E equals to minus n d phi by dt, where n stands for number of turns, phi stands for flux, and d phi by dt stands for rate of change of flux. So we know that this EMF E, alternating induced EMF, is produced by that rate of change of flux. So E equals to minus n d phi by dt. We know that we are considering this component, so we place the phi m cos omega t in place of this phi. Okay. So now, if we differentiate with respect to t, we have this equation cos omega t. There is a minus sin omega t. Okay. So now finally we have E is equals to n phi m omega sin omega t. But this is the component, we know that this is nothing but the maximum value of EMF, and this can be replaced by EM. So here we write the E equals to n phi omega m. So if we replace n phi m omega with EM, then this is the final equation. This is the final equation of alternating induced EMF is equals to Em sin omega t. Okay. So here these are the basic notations. See here, N stands for number of turns. N stands for number of turns of coil. Phi m is maximum value of flux. Bm stands for flux density. A stands for area of coil, and omega equals to 2 pi m. Now we'll see how actual value of EMF changes with respect to that position of coil. So here there are various values of that angle of rotation of coil, and according to that theta we have different values of EMF. So here we will discuss the first case when omega t equals to 0, means theta equals to 0. When omega t equals to 0, we have E is equals to 0. It means when theta equals to 0, we have E equals to 0. Value of alternating induced EMF is 0. So when omega t equals to 90, see here, when omega t equals to 90, if we replace 90 in this equation, we have E is equals to EM. It means that maximum value of EMF is achieved when theta equals to 90. So see here in this is the maximum value of EMF we get at theta equals to 90. Again, if we rotate the coil, omega t equals to 180. So when omega t equals to 180, we have E equals to 0. So again, the value of EMF becomes 0. Now, same way you can rotate the coil in those directions and you will get the values, different values of EMF at omega t equals to 270 and omega t equals to 360. So this is the way by different values of theta omega t, we have different values of EMF. And that's the way we can generate alternating induced EMF. And the main basic equation of alternating induced EMF is given by E equals to Em sine omega t. Now we'll see in the see, this is the basic equation. E is equals to Em sine omega t. At this equation represents the value of, this is Em stands for maximum value of induced EMF and omega t is equals to theta. This is the angle of rotation of coil. Okay. See, again, I repeat the same procedure. This is the coil. We rotate in anti-clockwise direction at difference value of this theta. And we will get the different values of EMF like this in table. Okay, so by varying the coil, we have the various values of alternating induced EMF. So basically, this generation of alternating induced EMF, or we can say that generation of AC voltage is based on the basic principle of electromagnetic induction. And here are the some questions related to these topics. We have to solve it. So these are the basic short questions related to this topic. Thank you.